What's going on YouTube? Team SC back online here, bringing you another video today. We got some 3v3 action here on Dorylus Plains, if that's what it's called. We do have on the south team the Widowmaker spawning as the Red Zerg. His ally is F North Major Day, and he's playing with F North Siphon Seal, and they are up against none other than Spec, Brain Crusher, aka 2-Base Muta, and yours truly, Team SC. Now, if you looked at the mini-map, you may already notice there's a little something going on. Did anyone order pizza? Because I smelled cheese. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Spec is attempting a cannon rush on this unsuspecting Terran. Barracks is going down for Major Day, but also we do have the Brain Crusher going for a cannon rush of himself, but placing the pylon in plain sight of the Overlord. Siphon Seal's drones are going to be coming off the line to be dealing with this. He does lose his probe. Unfortunately, that is a blow for Brain Crusher. But unfortunately for Major Day, he does not yet have vision of Spec's cannon rush. And neither does Widowmaker on the south side. Yes, that is correct, ladies and gentlemen. We are attempting the triple Protoss cannon rush strat. The #1 Grandmaster team game strat, for anybody who's wondering. Does get vision of it. Does send some SCVs to come try to deal with this pylon. Another pylon going on the low ground. Also cannon going up for Spec and an additional pylon. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a cannon rush. Major Day does have 4 barracks coming out, so he should be able to pump out a lot of Marines to deal with this. It does look like he had him rally to the front going for a full racks Marine rush, but you know what? That's what he gets for being a little rusher. Little rushers get cannon rushed, and we do have the cannons going down. Major Day does get that first pylon, but the second pylon is here, and the first cannon will go up. It does have to lift off that barracks to move around, and we do have cannons going down here in secret. Widowmaker is not aware his base is being cannon rushed. He does see the warp in right now here on the side. Is going to be pulling his drones off almost instantly, but this cannon is almost done and should be alive to come help defend. Drones trying to go for the probe as well. Probe is unfortunately going to go down, but there are cannons up and 2 more morphine on the front lines of creep. Now, as a Zerg player, you do not normally see this. Usually your expansion will get cannon rushed, but your main usually does not get cannon rushed because creep cannot be built on. Bunker does go down for Major Day, does have 1 Marine in there trying to repair it to keep it alive. He does need to keep this bunker alive at all costs, and if possible get that second bunker up. Does need to get more and more Marines to get into that bunker. Not building from these barracks, he needs to be building non-stop Marines to deal with this. Even Brain Crusher deciding to wall the front ramp since he failed at his cannon rush on the side. Some Lings trying to poke out there, but there are too many cannons here to stop them. And as a Zerg, oh my gosh, and the cannons do go up, and that pool is in range. Speed almost half done, but that pool is going to go down. That is unfortunate for Widowmaker, and I don't even think he canceled his speed upgrade. He did not cancel speed upgrade. Definitely a bad blow to Widowmaker. Did place his pool on the wrong side, and he did pay dearly for it. Fortunately for the Widowmaker, none of us are married. At least yet. Maybe in the future. Don't tell my girlfriend. Chances are she won't watch this video anyways. Haha. Anyways, we do have cannons going up, going to be attacking that bunker. Oh, and that bunker does go down. He needed more SCVs to repair that, and he did lose all his Marines. Major Day is going to have to clean up shop and get out of here while he can, because these cannons are moving closer and closer to his bane. Even Brain Crusher's cannons getting closer to the barracks and command center. Throwing down a gateway. Why not? More and more cannons trying to keep the front walled off to prevent any kind of counterattacks. And if you ever get cannon rushed, what you need to do, either stall time, relocate your base if you're Terran, or get your allies to go counterattack and attack the cannon rusher. Because as you can see, not much at home. Spec is teching up, does put some cannons down in his main base. Barely getting his gateway up. We do have Brain Crusher with absolutely nothing. Sending out another probe to continue the cannon assault, and we do have Team SC teching up here. I think I'm actually planning to go for, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going for. Just going to let you be surprised by the ultimate strats of the Protoss race. Cannon's moving in, Major Day finally relocating his base. Does lose, I think, 3 of his barracks. He could have saved them all, but not the best play for Major Day, unfortunately. Roaches do come down here, do manage to take out these cannons. The south cannon wall is failing, but that's okay. Do have a pretty tight wall in here for Brain Crusher. And Brain Crusher's going to go ahead and just take the Nexus. Why not? It's going to take Major Day's old base because, you know, why not? You can. He's Protoss. It's completely awesome strat. You know, the cannon rush into double Nexus and then nothing else strategy. Does have one Zealot here though, the hero Zealot with 1 kill. Another cannon rush attempted at the back for Team SC. Sorry guys, I have not been the best at jumping around this video and watching the mini-map. Did not get a chance to go up the ramp to continue the cannons, but did get a couple good roach kills. These cannons probably going to have to be cancelled. Yeah, do cancel those cannons. They're not going to go up in time with all these roaches here. Major Day getting the expansions back up. Do have Brain Crusher here building more cannons to try to deny these expansions as well. And even more cannons going up here on the top ground. This is Cannons Galore, the great city of cannon, ladies and gentlemen. The ultimate Protoss strategy. Tier 0.5 Cannon Rush. Alright, we do have Siphon Seal getting his second base down. Siphon Seal is the only lifeline of this base. He has not really suffered any damage from the cannon rushes. Is going to be going for Hydralisks and Roaches. Does have a decent chunk here, not quite enough to break the front yet. Surprisingly enough, they haven't morphed in Ravagers. Yeah, looking back on it, Ravagers would probably been a very good call on their part. Wonder if they're going to do it later on. Anyways, Cannon's going in for Brain Crusher. Do have the Roaches coming here. Oh, they just kind of walked into it. He's going straight for the pylon. Only 1 pylon power into these 3 cannons. It's unfortunate. These cannons will go down. Was trying to warp in some cannons over here, but he is going to not be able to. Cannons need to be cancelled. Cannon's going to go and try to warp in anyways. Whatever. You know, it's just 300 minerals. And we do have Spec coming back here trying to cannon rush Major Day's other base. Major Day pulling SCVs off the line. Does have 1 bunker and 1 marine. Got to get that up as soon as he can. Siphon still having to pull his roaches back to come help Major Day. Major Day is kind of pulling the team down, my friend. Should be lifted off very far away, but that's unfortunate for Major Day. But in secret, Brain Crusher's probe survived, building more cannons over here. In the meantime, we do have the ultimate strat. Cannon rush to Void Rays, ladies and gentlemen. Bringing the Void Rays into the base. Void Rays are pretty good against Roaches. Roaches unfortunately can't shoot their acid in the air. Full range is just not enough for that. Void Ray is going to be doing some damage, just kind of messing around, harassing, having a difficult time deciding what I actually want to kill. I decided to just go for the spawning pool, because why not? I killed this pool once, so I'm just going to add insult to injury. More Void Rays coming into the front lines. Jones coming back over here. Ooh, and he is going to build a hatch there. He doesn't even see the cannons. Cannon's going to get some free shots in on that hatch, and I don't think he's paying attention. Oh my gosh, what was he? Oh, what has player can? Oh, he's been paying attention to the front. Distracted by these Void Rays, he actually lost that base and 300 minerals at the back. He's probably completely confused as to what happened. Let's go to Widowmaker's view. Is going to be trying to run these roaches out. Does take some massive hits, but this is what you got to do, guys. If you ever get contained like this, you got to either drop or get out of your base and go harass. Widowmaker is going to be going to our base trying to harass. Meanwhile, Void Rays here back at the front, going to be trying to keep these cannons alive, but we are going to have to pull these Void Rays back because these roaches are going to do some damage, trying to throw up cannons, trying to keep that wall tight so these roaches don't get in. Void Rays on their way back home. Do have 2 Void Rays coming in, should be able to deal with these roaches quite well. Good attempt for Mr. Widowmaker here. Unfortunately, just not good enough. Do have Siphon Seal trying to hack down the front. They are putting a dent in. They did get rid of all these cannons here. They can actually break out of their base now without losing way too much. Siphon Seal, or Widowmaker, here he's confused. He's like, I put a hatch down, and he's like, oh, that's what happened. Does finally realize that his hatchery did not go up, unfortunately. Siphon Seal rallying more and more troops to the front, going to be dealing with these, taking away the Cybernetics core, sending Brain Crusher back into the Stone Age. Brain Crusher still to this point has made absolutely nothing but cannons. We do have Spec taking up, trying to get some gateway units. Looks like he's researching the Blink. Do have the Void Rays coming back to the front, going to be trying to fight this Hydralisk army, and is going to be trying to do some damage. Trying to go attack Siphon Seal because he's the only one who's actually been able to produce stuff. Microing back the wrong Void Ray. As you can see, my ultimate pro skills right here. I'm a little rusty. Void Ray does not make it out alive, but in the end, these Void Rays are victorious. There are 3 still standing tall, going to be trying to do some damage to Siphon Seal and trying to keep him from macroing up and getting anything else out, because right now he's actually got 3 bases, 2 that are saturated. Going to be trying to do some damage. Does look like we have been doing damage, but not quite enough. Major Day is getting his stuff back up. Did get some upgrades on this units, and he is pumping out a bunch of bio now. Widowmaker still has his 1 base. Saturated, not doing too good. Trying to get that Hydra Den. Does transfuse the Hydra Den. Good call on him. Do we be trying to micro that Void Ray out to actually get it out in time? Void Ray's going to be trying to come deal with this Queen. More Hydra spawning, unfortunately. Reinforcing it. Do lose 1 Void Ray. Phoenix coming in to help reinforce the Void Rays, but there are a lot of Hydras here, and Hydras have pretty good DPS. They actually dealt with those Void Rays quite well. Going to be trying to get this Void Ray out, but these Hydras actually pretty quick. They're not going to catch it. Oh, and bad play on my part, losing my Void Rays. More coming here. I think they were rallied. I'm not really paying attention. These Hydras are going to come. They did kill one Void Ray. They are going to take down a second one, and going to even lose these Phoenixes here. Not paying much attention, just like a Brain Crusher. Oh, he was about to try to build a Nexus at the front. I don't know what for. Maybe he just doesn't know the Protoss hotkeys. I believe his excuse is I don't play Protoss. Anyway, still continuing the cannon rush at the back. Brain Crusher doing a pretty good job. Just doing nothing but cannons. An origin behind this game, guys. We actually, one of my first games back since I got my computer. First days playing, excuse me. Kind of been losing a lot. So it was like one of the last games we played. Didn't really care. I was like, oh, let's just play Protoss and cannon rush. And, you know, it was actually pretty fun. Although we have not won yet, they do have a decent chunk of Hydras here. They are walking into a big wall of cannons, though. Not sure this is the best. They need to keep every troop alive. Oh, they don't think they should have walked those Hydras into the great city of Cannonville. Archons are here. Archons are very good against Zerg, doing 35 damage to Bio, and also do a little bit of splash with that as well. Oh, man. Not the best. Marauder's going to be coming in, trying to deal with the cannons back here so we can take the gold base. But meanwhile, we do have the air army coming in for me. Going to be taking out Major Day's workers. And Major Day is not paying attention. He's all over there focused on the cannons right now. Do have Brain Crusher still with absolutely nothing. 12 minutes into the game, still continuing his ultimate cannon strategy. Command Center does go down. Unfortunately, Major Day has pumped out a bunch of Marauders. Does not have many Marines that shoot up. He needs Marines right now. Marauders aren't just going to cut it. Marauders better against the cannons, but they're not going to do anything against the air army right here. Do have the Ball of Protoss coming in for spec. The ultimate 0.5 cannon rush to Archon Stalker strategy. And then we have the cannon rush to Void Ray strategy. Very viable if anyone wants to do it. If you play Protoss, you know you have done it. It is cheesy. And then taking out that pylon. That pylon was powering 5 cannons. They all go down at the same time. That is unfortunate. A lot of firepower lost there for Brain Crusher. Do have the army coming in for the back for the Protoss, but there is a decent amount of Zerg stuff here. More Hydras coming in to reinforce. And we do have these Archons trying to do some damage. Archon stutter stepping there, gets kind of confused. One Archon left, and that Archon does go down. They do have a decent chunk of stuff here. Do have to pull back. There is warping of Stalkers here for spec. And he does leave the game. The air army has come to snipe the second base of Siphon Seal while that little battle was going on. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoyed. More videos to come soon. See you next time.